a while. You should know the communities at Indian Haven. For physical, occupational therapy, wound care, and pain management, you'll find it at Indian Haven 7 days a week. At Indian Haven, their goal is to get you back home. Their skilled caring team of medical professionals helps you get back to doing what you enjoy in life. Call them today at 724-465-3900. Communities at Indian Haven, your bridge to home.
Imagine choosing a variety of full and part-time positions with medical insurance, matching retirement plan, and excellent starting wages that increase based on your experience. That's what you get when you work at Community Living and Learning. Now Community Living and Learning has made it even better by offering a $750 bonus once you've completed your probationary period. Apply now at communitylivingandlearning.org or visit them at 1430 Route 286 East or call 724-349-1420.
Hi, Nancy. Welcome to the neighborhood. You've got a great place. Now that the snow's melted, what's the next project?
Thanks, Jim. We have to do some landscaping, mulching, cleanup, and figure out what to do about cutting all this grass. Plus, the driveway really needs sealed, too.
Nancy, call Nathan and his team at Johnston Nursery Landscaping, and J&L will take care of all of that and more. See Johnston Nursery Landscaping on Facebook or call 724-422-0368.
Johnston Nursery Landscaping.
9:13 in the morning. It is Indiana in the morning, and it's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Well, he's back. Steve Kline, the head coach of IUP baseball, and what a tournament they had, and on they go. It's pretty cool. He's in the Super Regionals. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus and Mack, voted best personal injury law firm, the Best of Indiana County Contest. Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Hey, Coach, good morning. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks. Nothing's done yet. We still got to hopefully get about 5 more games so we can really celebrate.
Well, there are a few things done, including breaking through that barrier. 34 years since you'd been in the NCAA tournament, and not only do you get into the tournament, you start winning games, too. Talk about what last weekend meant to this team.
It's just another building block of what we're trying to do in this program. We're trying to get the guys to come out. Players make teams, The better players you get, the better team you're going to have. And it's easy to coach when you have good players. So I was fortunate we played a really great baseball against 2 tough teams. Westchester was very good, and Charleston they won their whole conference. I think they won 44 games. Both teams won like 40-some games all year. So, Westchester really didn't swing it real well. I mean, thank God to our pitching. That was compliments to them. And Charleston just kind of kicked the ball around a little bit in the first game. But the second game, they gave us everything. Yeah. And we had a home run in the 10th inning to take the lead. So it was really nice to see that.
Ricardo is sort of putting some things together here at the end of the season, isn't he?
Yeah, Ricardo's been great. He's really a catcher, but he's been playing left field for us because of his bat. It's been pretty well. So I kind of didn't want to tire him out by putting him behind the plate and wearing his legs out. So he's been making catches and he's been hitting balls, and he's been RBI machine for us when we need it. And he's come up with some big hits for us. So we're excited to have him here.
Yeah. What does it say to you that in this Atlantic Regional, the PSAC has been so well represented? When you consider baseball as a whole in this region of the world, PSAC's really stood up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough conference. I mean, like I said, this whole league is tough. The east side, the west side, the MEC, they're all good competition. Like you said, we go down and play some other teams, and they beat up on you a little bit early, but then if you see them again later, you think, well, we at least have a chance. We just want to see what's out there and what we have to be prepared for. Mm-hmm. That's why you try to play a tougher out-of-conference schedule. But Westchester to East Stroudsburg to Seton Hill to Mercyhurst and Cal, Slippery Rock, they're all really good teams. I mean, even Pitch Johnson and Clarion, people think they're really not. They're good. They actually have really good players. They just, and they start believing. That's what IUP did. We just started believing that we could win.
Yeah, it's one of the interesting things is PSAC teams, they might not be as highly rated as some of the other teams, but that's because they beat each other up in the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like if you went down and played where Tampa and St. Leo's and Florida Southern, all those guys are, that's a tough conference too, They have just a little bit easier recruiting because they can take every kid from Florida State, Florida, Central Florida. Our recruiting's a little different with Penn State and Pitt now, since they let guys go. They're all going back home to Georgia and Florida. It used to be Pennsylvania, with Pitt and Penn State and West Virginia area, and you could take a couple players from there. Now they're recruiting all over the world, so it's harder to pick guys up from there, and it's tough to get a kid from the north to stay up north and play in the cold weather.
Yeah. Well, when they get the chance to get down south, and in January they're actually playing baseball outdoors on a field. That's something that every kid wants.
Yeah, I mean it's a you get the chance to go down there and play, get good weather, and here it's it's a mental challenge, and we call it winter baseball. And we play it until it gets nice like it is this weekend.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this weekend. You've got a Seton Hill team that has experience. They've been through this before. And here comes your ball club willing to take them on. It's going to be a fun time, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean they're really well coached. They got great players. They do everything fundamentally sound. They get good pitching. So we just have to be prepared. We just got to go out there and believe that we can win, and just don't take it for granted. I don't want them to be satisfied with just making it here. I want them to understand we can keep going and doing some things. So you can't settle for just championships and stuff. You want the big boy. You want that World Series title, and that's what you should be. That's your ultimate goal in the beginning of the year. Best
2 out of 3 against Seton Hill, and you get to host it. How much fun is that?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's good for the community. I think it'll be fun for the people who come up to Owen Doherty, Stadium on Friday. I think we play at noon, and then 11 on Saturday we start the first one, and it's come up, tailgate, have fun, and enjoy the time, and we'll see some people up there, and the more we get, the crowd-wise, the more we play with the intensity that we should.
Yeah, it should be great, and folks should turn out for something like this. This is going to be a whole ton of fun. So you've had a while to think about it, a few days to think about how you're going to set it up, and I'm sure you're going with Edinburgh first game.
Oh yeah, most likely. I mean, I think he's our guy. He's the one that's kind of carried us all year. We're not trying to do any trick, putting someone in here. This guy does. That's our guy. We're going to go with him.
Yeah. But then you have to set it up for Saturday as well. And I don't know that the result of game 1 really plays into what you're going to do with game 2 and who you're going to throw in game 2. But you get a chance to think about that and set up your rotation for this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're not. I'm so used to the pro style where you just tell people who you're playing and who you're pitching. A lot of these other schools kind of just. They hide and they don't tell you until you get the lineup card. It doesn't bother me. It's like, let's just this is the guys who are going to play. Let's get at it. And there's nothing to trick or at this point in time. These are our 3, starters. It'll be, Shieldsy and Black will be there to pitch with us on Saturday. And it's a great learning experience for them and a great experience for our whole team to know what we can do. And I mean, like I said, Seton Hill, they're a well-coached, fundamental sound team. We just got to be out there. We got to have some timely hitting. We can't put people on. We can't walk people. We can't, make errors. We just got to play fundamentally sound, and you can't let the emotions of the game get to you.
IUP baseball coach Steve Kline with us here today. The Super Regional is happening this weekend right here at IUP against Seton Hill, best 2 out of 3. You think back, making it into the PSAC tournament, then the run through the tournament and then making it into the Atlantic Regional, and as this season has gone on, the momentum that you've been able to build up, what goes into that? What has changed about your team, or what did you see coming from your team to get hot at the right time at the end of this season?
Yeah, I think just belief. I think everybody stepped up when anybody went down with an injury or someone got missed, wasn't playing well, and we put someone else in, they just stepped up. And then the other guy just accepted it and was like, hey, that's my teammate. And we're just a team, Yeah. The IUP team, that's the way we want to look at it. And we're not an individual. We're just out there to play as a whole team. And I think once they buy into the team aspect of baseball, it's a fun way to play the game.
Guys are hitting the ball too, aren't they?
Yeah, we got guys that can hit. I mean, but like I said, they just sometimes they get themselves out because they try a little bit too much. And then I'm like, just take a step back, relax, and just trust your stuff, trust your hands. Just touch the ball. So.
Yeah. We think of some of the names that we've heard, like Ricardo, like Harrison Pontoli, and we watch the team. We get the numbers. You've got some guys. Ashawn has played some really good baseball for you as well. Just watching these guys develop as ball players and the confidence that they walk with now has to be pretty cool as a coach.
Oh, like I said, I mean, Evan Landers, our catcher, is really good. I mean, he's underrated. People don't really know much about him. He's just kind of a quiet, skinny little kid behind the plate, but he just does everything we need back there. Calls a great game, controls the pitching staff real well, and then Sean is like an ocean out there. That's what we call him, Sean. He's just he runs everything down out in the outfield. He's just an amazing player. He gets the best reads I've ever seen since like Jimmy Evans.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, I mean, this guy can get Andrew Jones type jumps. He gets on the ball, and you don't really see him reaching for too many balls.
Yeah,
and then Harrison's been great. Kessler's been picking up. David's been picking it up. Big time clutch hits. Brady Yard has been solid. Andrew Szynski's been hitting the ball well for us. We have Ziders back now, who was injured all year. He kind of came back. Jason Madrick threw a gem for us the other day. So things are clicking, and it's nice, and kids are starting to believe that they can win.
Yeah, well, why not?
Why not us?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's certainly been fun to follow. Now we actually get to see it in person. IUP playing baseball against Seton Hill this weekend. I'm sure that you would love to have a huge crowd come out for this.
Oh, we hope the whole town comes out in Indiana and just enjoys it. It's good baseball, It's it's kind of a tribute to all the people who helped me out all year. The town has stepped up every time we ask them to do something for us, and I think they'll be there representing us in IUP fashion. And it's kind of terrible that the kids are all gone, but it's okay. We'll have our rowdy Indiana people out there today. So.
The fun thing is we've got the Indiana High baseball team making it into the WPIAL championship. They're swinging the bats like crazy, too. They got some great pitching on that ball club. We've got some championship ball being played here in Indiana this spring. Yeah, Mr. Petrov's done a good job with Mr. Thompson leaving. And like I said, Hudok's over there, one of our IUP alums that's helped coaching. They've been great. I mean, they're starting to hit their notch, too. They struggled a little early with the bats, and now they opened up with the Ryan kid, and the Minute kid's been throwing the ball really well, and Shanky behind the plate. So they got some guys that can play. They're good players. Absolutely. All right. It's a great time to be watching baseball. It's the best sport in the world anyway. Steve Kline, thanks so much for the visit. Thank you. We appreciate it. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Hey, we've got some really good softball happening today, too. That West Shamokin Marion Center game is going to be really good. They played twice this season, 1-0 Marion Center in both of those games. You got a slugging West Shamokin team, a team that could do it with the glove and the bat in Marion Center. 2:15 today on Renda Digital TV for Marion Center, West Shamokin. Good ball being played all around. By the way, I think you're going to be able to see some TV from IUP as well, and I think we might even have Jack on the game. How about that? 9:25 in the morning. It's Indiana in the morning. Boomer Sports next, brought to you by S&T Bank. People Forward Banking.
May is Military Appreciation Month, celebrating those who are currently serving in the United States military. S&T Bank salutes our military members and wants to thank you for your service. You serve our country, let S&T Bank serve you. With S&T's Armed Forces account featuring no minimum balances or maintenance fees. Plus, free ATMs, checks, and money orders. For more information, stop by a local branch. Visit stbank.com or call 800-325-2265. S&T Bank, member FDIC.
This is Boomer Science with a Sports Minute, sponsored by Fisher Investments. Georgia quarterback Jaden Rashada yesterday sued Florida head coach Billy Napier and one of the Gators' top boosters, Hugh Hadcock, over a proposed, get this folks, $14 million name, image, and likeness deal that never ever materialized. As Rashada's attorney, Rusty Harden, noted, these young athletes are getting taken advantage of without accountability. So who the hell are we holding accountable? I'm Boomer Esiason.
Saving for retirement was tough enough for us.
Yes, and navigating markets can be challenging at times.
I understand. That's why